Some of us have asked this question before. How is it free will if Allah knew my choices from the start, before I was even born? He knew I would pick all these choices. He knew I would disobey him. So in a way, it's not my fault. He knew I would pick that choice. He knew I would disobey him. Why didn't he intervene? So how is it free will exactly? And why am I getting punished for my choices even though he knew I would do them? Right? The best way to answer sometimes these complex topics, honestly, this goes for anything in life. Always try to simplify them first. Make them into very simple examples and work from there. So, let's think of it this way. Let's say you are with a friend whom you know so well, and you gave them a choice, okay? A choice of a color of shirt they like or whatever. Red or blue. You know them so well. I know them so well, I knew from the start. Yep, they're gonna pick blue. Now, lo and behold, they picked blue. Now, my question to you is, did I, in any way, influence their decision to pick blue, to make them pick blue? Did I don't know, wink at them as you were saying the colors out loud or something? Did I play mind games with them? Did I do anything at all? Or was it entirely their choice? And the only thing is I just knew they would pick it because I just know them so well. But is it their responsibility? Is it their choice? Was it their free decision that they had? So some of us are going to say, well, yes, but not really still. You gave them a choice of just red and blue. Okay, let's widen, make it the whole color spectrum. The whole range of colors that is available. But I know them so well, and I knew they're still going to pick blue. And lo and behold, they pick blue. Again, the same question. Did I influence them? And this time, I did not narrow anything. I did not give them a choice. I just told them, here's a shirt. What do you like? And they picked blue. I knew they would pick blue. So is it their responsibility? Yes, it is. So they made the mistake of picking, I don't know, the wrong color of a shirt. They just didn't like it somewhere later. Is it their fault or is it mine? It's their fault. So let's broaden that little aspect to all of mankind. Everything you can think of, every choice that we have in this life. That's Allah. Allah knows us so well. Why? Because He knows the past, the present, and the future. All of this before we're even born. All of this before He even created this world. So, now some of us I know are going to be asking, well, okay, yes, it is truly free will, I get it, but why didn't Allah intervene? He does intervene, but He only guides. He's not going to force you to keep making only to not disobey Him or things like that. Yes, He warns you, He helps you, He guides you, but at the end, you are the one that is changing yourself, and Allah is helping you. And He only does it when you want the intention to want to change. And yes, that's actually a thing in the Quran. I'll mention it right now. So that's Surah Al-Ra'd, ayah or verse 11. لا يغير ما بقوم حتى يغيروا ما بأنفسهم. What that means is, Allah does not change the state of people unless they change their state of faith. In other words, He will not change us unless we have the intention to want to change. So why? Why doesn't He just change me? Why can't He just make me the perfect version? Remember what we said this life is. A test. It's about getting prepared to meet Allah, right? Yes, having a balance, enjoying it and whatnot, but having a balance, you still need to have a balance. So you need to prepare yourself to finally meet Allah. And you never know when you're going to meet Him. Don't think, oh, I'm still too young. Probably not, my time of death is near or whatever. No, you never know. There's actually a famous, beautiful hadith mentioning this exact part. اعبد ربك كأنك ستموت غدا. What does that mean? Worship Allah as if you're going to die tomorrow. See? Subhanallah. So how exactly is it a test if Allah just keeps changing me, but I'm not making any choices? No free will whatsoever. Then what's the point of this life? That's the point of the afterlife. Yes, I can do whatever I want, have anything I can dream of, whatever I can think of, whatever I can just picture, it already happens right in front of you. That's basically heaven. Of course, I'm talking about good souls. So yeah. But this life, it's a test. So we need free will. We're able to disobey and obey. Those of us that obey, they get the highest level, Firdaus A'la. As many times as we obey, how strong we are in our faith, worship to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, things like that. In other words, the level of Jannah is corresponding to our level of faith. So the stronger our faith, the higher the level. And the highest level, if we're under the prophets, that is Firdaus A'la, subhanallah. But can I keep making the right choices, even if they're bad? Remember, this is my opinion as I see it. I don't see anything as bad. It's only visibly good or invisibly good. You know, visible blessings, invisible blessings. Talked about that before. That's how I see it. And through the perfect decision method, which I also talked about, if I talk with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and I tell him to make the choice for me, and then I make the choice, in a way, it's the choice he wanted me to make, because I asked him, and he answers. And of course, there needs to be yaqeen, or strong trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as this happens, obviously. See? Subhanallah. So at the end of the day, when we disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, yes, it is our fault. It's the same thing as shaitan. In a way, shaitan is the one that's ordering me to disobey Allah, right? So in a way, it's not my fault. He told me to do it. Yes, he told you to do it. But you still did it anyway. You listened to him. If I tell my friend to jump off a bridge and they jump off a bridge, yes, in a way, I'm obviously responsible. But who's the one that followed the order? Do you see what I mean? And funny enough, that's actually a thing that shaitan is going to say in Judgment Day. So there's actually a powerful surah, verse, Surah Al-Anfal, verse 48. And it says as follows: وإذ زين لهم الشيطان أعمالهم وقال لا غالب لكم اليوم من الناس وإني جار لكم فلما تراءت الفئتان نكص على عقبيه وقال إني بريء منكم إني أرى ما لا ترون إني أخاف الله والله شديد العقاب. We all heard the saying, throw under the bus, right? Well, this is gonna be the biggest throwing under the bus in all of mankind, which is what shaitan is going to do to those that listen to everything and did not repent for their sins and whatnot. What is it? Shaitan is actually going to say, you know, because he makes the bad deeds appealing to you. زُيِّنَ لَكُمْ عَمَلَكُمْ. He makes it appealing, makes it seem harmless, it's good. But what happens when Judgment Day comes and you meet shaitan? He's actually going to say, and this is in the surah, this is what it's saying, I've got nothing to do with you. I fear Allah. I see what you do not see. For Allah is severe in punishment. See? Subhanallah. He's also going to say, I've got no power over you. You could have listened. Or just didn't listen. Ignored me. This is shaitan saying it, see?